Oh, Jesus bloody Christ. I've only gone and watched episode 2, haven't I? Of the war between the land and the sea. I watched episode 1 last night, and I did a review of it. If you've missed it, YouTube, didn't notify you, so that's great. Well done, YouTube. But some of the comments on that was like, mate, if you thought episode 1 was bad, episode 2, dear Lord. Yeah, they were right. Yeah, they were right. So I'm just going to continue as if you've seen it, or at least you've seen my episode 1 review, right? I don't want to set the stage any longer for this. But basically, they meet again, right? Fishy Girl and Barkley, Wimpy Man. Fish Fingers and Wimpy Man meet again. And her request is, we require a glass of water. So he's like, yeah, okay, we'll get that for you. Like, no, from the River Thames. So, unit soldiers race out into a car. They get out the car after driving off. They're like, defensive positions. It's like, mate, just get a fucking glass of water. It's really not a big deal. Anyways, they get this skank-ass glass of Thames water. If you don't know, the Thames is really disgusting, really polluted. It is genuinely actually gross. Right, there's like rumours and rumblings of what lies in the Thames. It's actually rancid. So anyway, they bring this glass of like poo water back. And Barkley's like, here you go. And Fish Girl's like, no, it's for you. You need to drink it. And he's like, I'd rather not. Because obviously he would die. Right? But anyway, whilst that sequence is happening, I couldn't help but think to myself, that massive tube is full of Thames water. Why is it not covered in shit? Why are they not coming out of there covered in shit? Like, what's going on? All of that is Thames water. So, why are they not covered in poo? So that was a weird inconsistency. That was weird. Wimpy Man has the hots for Fish Fingers, by the way, just as an FYI. So that's great. Why would you not have the hots for Fish Fingers Girl? Maybe Wimpy Guy wants to have some fish fingers from Fish Fingers. Anyway, we get a gratuitous, we get a weird gratuitous, like, lecherous come on scene from the head of unit security and the head of unit. That's right, this lecherous Arabic man is with this woman, and it's just all gross and cringe and nasty. Like, she looks old enough to be his mother. It's just fucking gross, man. And anyway, they bang on about the Fish Fingers bangs on about wanting to get rid of all of the pollution from the ocean, and then the world's leaders are like, yeah, we could do it by 2065. And she's like, that's unacceptable. And so she's like, well, do you really desire it? And they're like, yeah. Okay, well, we're doing it now for you then. Anyway, somehow Fish Fingers has managed to get all of the world's plastic from the ocean and just rain it down on everyone. And again, like I said in my trailer review, I couldn't help but think to myself, like, there are some countries that you couldn't possibly tell the difference before or after this event. This is set in London predominantly, and I mean that's barely English anymore. So, if it was Birmingham, for instance, which is like not remotely English at all, and has trash mountains piling up, they wouldn't even notice. They'd be like, "Oh, it's just a Saturday. Who cares?" This is the thing, right? Anyway, so comical thing that happens during this plastic rain down event is Barkley's they them kid and his ex-partner are driving to the safe house, and they get stuck in this rain down of plastic. So Barkley calls them, or they call Barkley Wimpy Man, and And they're like, oh my god, he's just like, oh, just come here instead. Come to wherever this place is, the ambassadorship place. Anyway, so they get there, and I shit you not, his fat they-them kid tries running from the car to the building, and it takes ages, and literally, by the time the they-them kid gets to the bottom of the stairs, just seconds before that, the mother gets out the car because she stayed behind to check that the driver was still alive. Spoiler alert, he's dead from plastic. And she immediately gets there. And I'm like, is that kid really that fat? Anyway, it's also very, very comical when she's on the phone. She's like, they're coming. It's like, oh, for God's sake. This is the nonsense placation to non-binary people. They, thems. It's... God, man alive, it's so frustrating. It goes against every sort of language convention you could think of. Oh, they're coming. It's like, why don't you just say... I mean, what it is obviously a girl. Why don't you just say she's coming? Like, it is... Oh, it's so annoying. Anyway, whatever. There's also some conspiracies between corporations and stuff. And it's very ham-fisted on the climate change. Which, you know, I agree. You know, especially in England, like, our riverways are actually disgusting. And I agree with that. Like, wholeheartedly, I agree with that. But it's so ham-fisted. He does, like, a big speech about how the kids know about it and they're better than us. No, they're not. Kids aren't better than adults, I'm afraid. Not at all. They would rather everything get turned into socialism and communism. Kids are retarded. They've got no sense of responsibility. They have a sense of entitlement beyond belief. I'm not interested in listening to what kids have to say about the climate, all right? I'm just not. Okay? No. So, yeah, that was it, really. That was kind of the episode. And anyway, the episode closes with them wanting to have a meeting down in their world. So, I mean, he can't do that. He'll die. But I'm sure there's some magical thing that they will provide so he can do it. Also, Fish Fingers changes into a man when they're angry. He's angry, she's angry. So the they-thems even extend to fish people. Brilliant. Anyway, this was lame as piss. It was. I mean, this is why the BBC is dying. Like, it was really lame, really lame. But I'm kind of invested now. I want to see just how shit it gets. So I'm going to watch the next one and then give you my review because yeah, it's shit.